238 migrants deported from the United States to El Salvador. The Minister of Interior Relations, Justice and Peace of Venezuela, Diosdado Cabello, informed so during the program Sin Truco ni Mañas. Cabello unveiled that national security forces compare an unofficial list of the names of the deported with an organizational chart relating members of the extinct Tren de Aragua group and similar criminal organizations. Furthermore, the minister assured that the United States is using the neutralized criminal organization to stigmatize Venezuelan migrants. In this context, Cabello also criticized the actions of Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele, describing him as a tool of imperialism.
Here we have not received anyone from the Aragua train. They kept saying they are from the Aragua train. It is not true. It is not true, and I must say it responsibly. Yesterday a list of Venezuelans that in theory are in El Salvador came out. We also have, because we have been doing that work, we have been updating it. We have the organization chart of the criminal groups, of what is left of them, because we have hit them hard right and left.
In our news, the Sudanese Armed Forces confirmed Friday the capture of the last stronghold held by the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces in Khartoum, capital where the civil war started 2 years ago. The army regained control of the Republican Palace and ministry buildings on the 21st day of Ramadan. These advances pose symbolic triumph of the troops commanded by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. The information minister Khaled al-Aisse further posted on X that the flag had been raised on the palace. Likewise, the army spokesperson Nabil Abdallah informed that they had seized large quantities of equipment and weapons. He made sure they were paving their way to an everlasting victory. The Republican fortress had been in the hands of paramilitary RSF for almost 2 years. In Ecuador, at least 300,000 people have been affected by an oil spill in the province of Esmeraldas. The crude oil has polluted the river Esmeraldas, which supplies the cantons of Rio Verde, Atacames, and Esmeraldas with water to make it drinkable. The families protested to denounce the lack of this vital liquid. The spill was caused by the rupture of a section of the Trans-Ecuadorian pipeline system. From the city, crude oil is exported, which crosses the north of Ecuador through pipelines that start in the Amazon. And the UN warned on Thursday that the disappearance of glaciers is accelerating due to global warming. Authorities affirmed that glaciers will not be able to reach the end of the 21st century in areas of the European and American continent, since their disappearance is becoming faster and faster. Experts say that since 1975, the glaciers have lost a large mass of ice, calculating some 9 million tons, equivalent to a block the size of Germany. The UN warned that this situation threatens an avalanche of consequences for economies, ecosystems, and populations. In 2024 alone, more than 450,000 tons of glaciers were melted. In Panama, government authorities repressed teachers who were demonstrating against the Social Security Fund reform. Local police attacked teachers and workers from other unions who were distributing flyers in the area of Cuatro Altos in the province of Colón. During the repression, officials of the crowd control unit detained union leader Alberto Diaz, who was with members of the Union Movement of Educators of the Republic of Panama and the Single National Union of Construction Industry Workers and Similar Workers.
In the face of the legitimate right we have to protest, to fight, to mobilize, to march, our fellow educators of Cologne, and all the organizations that came to the call of a march to be held in Cologne are being repressed by this government, that bets again as in 2010 on repression in Boca del Toro, because that is its perverse plan of wanting to impose a disastrous law for the entire population. All workers.
We urge the Panamanian people to join the fight against the dictatorial regime of petty dictator Mulino because he cannot do whatever he wants in the country. The country does not belong to him.